Hey everybody, I'm Cyrus with Anchorage Trolley Tours. My family started the trolleys back in 1995. We've been operating the trolleys as a family operations for about 25 years now. I personally have been working here since the company started on my birthday, May 4th. My family had a motto: it's cheaper to hire me than to pay someone. After years and years of hard work working with the family, building the family business up, I'm now a part owner of my family's corporation, Alaska Tours Inc., which owns Anchorage Trolley Tours. So last year was an unprecedented year. We normally have a very successful season every year. We get to host people from all over the world. On any given trolley tour, we'll have guests from 3 or 4 different countries on any given tour. We're very fortunate that way. However, last year in 2020, we hauled a little less than we were expecting. We were operating about 1% of what we normally do. We know how to handle pretty much any situation because we've been doing this for so long. However, 2020 was not a normal situation. We had every guest wear masks. Our drivers wore masks. We had the hand sanitizer. We cleaned from top to bottom in between every tour.
Okay.
However, the great unknowns were we didn't know what would happen if someone did catch COVID on our trolleys. We're lucky enough to be a part of a great organization called Alaska Tourism Industry Association, ATIA, and they do webinars throughout the whole summer. And one webinar was about COVID and tourism and what that looks like operating and running a company in the tourism market or in general, and what fears might be possible. We spoke, the person running it was an amazing attorney based out of Homer, and she said that if you are operating and the whole world around us is going through COVID and you are acting as if you are not going through COVID, you could be potentially held liable. She also then went further into detail, saying that if you are doing every precaution possible and you still are operating, you still have the potential risk of being sued over COVID. And we had to come out to the realization that we were not having the best year last year, numbers wise, and we had to just make a decision that we don't want to put our guests at risk, we don't want to put our drivers at risk, and we don't want to put the company at risk of being sued if someone somehow caught COVID on one of our trolleys. For those reasons, we had to shut down early last year. A long time ago, I was told you have to get to know every aspect of your business. You have to get to know your banker because your banker will always give you amazing advice. You have to get to know your insurance agent and get to know them, and they'll give you better advice. In tourism and in life in general, it's all about relationships. And you want to have the best relationship with the people that you rely on the most. One of our key parts of our company, because we're a transportation company, is the insurance side of things. When this did all start happening, our insurance broker and our insurance company, they sat down, they did webinars, they talked about everything. However, the one thing they didn't fully cover was what happens when you get sued if someone catches COVID on one of your vehicles. That question is still unknown. We don't know what happens. We do know that we have the best policy for if someone does get hurt or if we get an accident, God forbid. But again, we don't know what would happen for an act of God. 2021 is a new hope, a new opportunity, a new way for us to come together. We're asking you, the legislators, to stand behind us, the small business owners, to allow us to operate safely and not have to worry about possible lawsuits and other things that could impact us from growing. We need you, and we want to be there together. So let's go north to the future, as our motto says.
Hello, I'm Stan Selman. I'm co-owner of Club Paris with my brother Scott Selman, and we've been in business the Club Paris has been in business for 63 years. It's been in my family for 45 years now, and we have been really affected by all this COVID-related issues. And the first shutdown, we were fully stocked. We had, it was a Monday. I was at Costco shopping. I put everything back on the shelf. And that week we were completely shut down. We immediately went into to-go orders, but we had a full cooler of produce and meat, cases of meat. We were shut down for 3 months, and during that time frame, the mandates changing, we were offered 25% back in that first shutdown. We chose to stay at our to-go level because 25% really, it was just, we're getting 25% with to-go orders, so we opted not to do that. We reopened on Memorial Day weekend after 3 months of shutdown, and we had to, of course, restock everything, and our wonderful client, our customer base has never left us. So we were able to keep our doors open, and for 2 months we were open. And during that time frame, we got a PPP loan, which enabled us to pay our employees and put a little nest egg away during those 2 months of business. Then we got shut down again in August, again, pretty fully stocked. We had 2 days notice, I believe, on that one. So to have to go through that again, we had a little notice, so we were able to get rid of most of it, but still we had, we ended up throwing a lot of products away because the dates ran out because we couldn't use them fast enough because our business was shut down. So then we got to open up again at 50% in September and October, which again, we're just very fortunate in our customer base, and we were able to continue to keep our doors open. We ended up getting a grant for $100,000, and that was, again, helped us get through payroll through those short times of 50% business. And then bam, shut down again for December, one of our biggest months of the year. Again, we had a few days to get rid of stock, and we went right back into our to-go orders. So now, here we are in January, we've been mandated to go to 25%. We are so hungry, we will take it. We are doing as many to-go orders as we can. It's been fortunate that we have retained 16 of our 23 employees, and we have managed to keep our doors open. It's a battle. It's reconfiguring. That we had everything pretty figured out at 50%. Now we're at 25%. So now we're reconfiguring what tables we are using to have the 10-foot distancing. We have adhered to every mandate, and to the best of our ability. And the reality of it is, managing people is managing people. And sometimes people do things will slip through the cracks. But we have things posted. We are requesting masks on entry. We're sanitizing everything every day, every hour in the bathrooms. It's just, we're doing everything we can. So it's been brought to my attention now that it's a possibility if somebody supposedly got COVID at my establishment, one of my customers, that they can sue me. I think that would really add insult to injury in this whole pandemic mess. I believe that our legislatures need to address this issue, and it's just, we're running as hard as we can already. We're, something like that would just surely shut our doors, or of course somebody else might own our business. It's not right. We are doing everything we can. We will continue to do so, and the trust of my customers proves that. My reservations are full. People want to come out and enjoy, and we're doing the best we can. So please, if you can, steer this legislation a little faster into reality and lessen my chance of having another slap in the face. And so for the sake of my employees and employees all across the state, this legislation would really be a benefit to small businesses to not get sued, and those employees keep their jobs. I am a staunch union man. I am all the way for the employee. So let's save our jobs, please.